I've seen that page before. It's pretty good, right? You know? Oh, hello. Welcome to today's Decay, where we celebrate births and beginnings of everything important since the dawn of time. What? I just brushed my teeth. November 8th, all day. And what happened? I know, thank you. Bram Stoker was born today in 1847, an author who wrote some wonderful material just waiting for you to sink your teeth into. Whitby, England, for those that don't know, is magical, and you're basically walking through the pages of Dracula if you visit. So do it. He lived there while researching and writing the novel, and set chapters 6 through 9 in Whitby. I don't know. I went with Stuart and Lindsay Rhodes a couple years ago and was blown away. Not off the cliff, but emotionally. There's a whole ruined Dracula's castle up on a precarious hill surrounded by wind eroded ancient cemetery tombstones. This is it. In my heart, I'm in Whitby right now. Mary Prevost, born today, 1898, who was featured in Kenneth Anger's Hollywood Babylon. Whether what he said about her is true or not is a coin flip. I don't know. But an early Hollywood celebrity who, had her fair share of scandal. Oh, get it all out. 1906 today, Matt Fox was born, the illustrator. And here is this wonderful book by Roger Hill, The Chillingly Weird Art of Matt Fox. And what's interesting is Weird Tales, to me, kind of hit its peaks with the Margaret Brundage era, early 30s, with the Vampire Woman and all that, but the magazine just keeps going, and there's some wonderful stuff that happens later on, and I think like these, for instance, and that, for instance, and so on and so on. And part of this, to me, is and maybe they didn't think this at all at the time. I think this was maybe just stuff being churned out, and/or adoring fans were enjoying it. But from the art of creation, did anybody who was making this stuff know or care or think this was wonderful? I don't know. And my point being, that I haven't even got to yet, was the art of creation is such a fascinating thing, in that once you're inspired by stuff and/or you create stuff, what's next? Does that become intimidating and paralyzing to keep striving forward and trying new things? This is distracting, buddy. It's a good question. But meanwhile, this post-peak, in my opinion, version of Weird Tales after the Margaret Brundage era, after they're publishing Lovecraft and Robert E. Howard and Clark Ashton Smith and so on and so on. This later chapter, in magazine book form, features Robert Bloch, Ray Bradbury. There's some wonderful content that happens next, and if the idea was okay, stick a fork in it, we're done, we would have never had that later on content. And that's the human condition. We have to keep striving forward and not be mired in the past, but rather affected by it, perhaps inspired by it, either positively or negatively, and then carve your name on the face of the planet yourself. So yeah, Matt Fox, 1906. The TV series Horror Spectacular featuring Arachnid premiered today in 1963. This was a Southern California horror host who was featured in Jim Fetters' book Creatures of the Night that we loved so well. And there's like no content from Arachnid that exists anymore besides I think one photo. I don't know of any scripts or like anything else. It's really frustrating, but he did it. He started it today, and that's it. 2001, the series The Tick premiered. That is the first live-action version. My heart, when it comes to The Tick, is with the original 90s cartoon. But you can't dissuade me from a good Bette Edlund adaptation of the source material. So, December 8th, I think the answer is we better all get to working on our art and making the world a better place in the process. Okay, that's it from us to you.